Hey guys, welcome back to Andy's Dinosaur Reviews. Today we are going to take a look at another of these favorite company figures. This is the other one that was released about the same time as that Baryonyx that I had reviewed previously. This is the Neovenator, and it's one that, again, I was very interested in getting, super excited about trying to find, and I was lucky enough to win it in an eBay auction for a fairly decent price. These run you usually about $40, maybe $50 depending on the seller. I think you can currently buy both of them for about $75 to $80 if you buy them together. Again, it's not the best price. I think the price should be a lot cheaper, but for some reason they are giving me the feeling that maybe these are limited edition ones. Again, I'm not positive. I could be wrong, but I don't know what else the reason would be for the higher price. However, this figure is very appealing looking to me. I think the sculpt is just beautiful looking, and overall sports very nice detailing, very nice paint, and something that I really wanted to have in my collection. I think the overall look of this is just super appealing, and something that I was really interested in getting a hold of. Just look how nice that sculpt is. Beautiful curvatures in the body and everything. This is one that I think is just an absolute beauty as far as these figures go, and possibly my favorite out of all the favorite company figures that I do own. This one is really beautiful looking. So instead of me just jabbering about it all day, let's get a closer look. So starting up here at the head sculpt, you can see the head sculpt sports some beautiful detailing and sculpt as far as the very minute details go. The nostrils are sculpted really nicely up there. The eye is a bluish color and appears to be painted really nicely. The detailing all around the eye looks good. The detailing and sculpt work of the skin texture on the face, especially in the palate area, looks very nice. I love the coloration up here on the crest. You can see it's kind of like a reddish coloration, but it kind of appears to have a few different tones, like a lighter area and a darker area. Very beautiful looking, honestly, and very nicely applied. One thing I will say about this figure is even though it's got a very bright kind of a greenish paint scheme, it looks very natural with the way it's applied. You can even see some very nice skin texture on the lower jaw. The teeth appear to be painted pretty nicely, but there is some sloppiness, especially on the lower jaw on this side. That actually looks pretty terrible now that I'm looking at it on this side on the lower jaw. The eye appears to be painted fairly nicely on this side, and overall the detailing and sculpt looks really nice on both sides, but that lower jaw does look pretty rough as far as the teeth go. You can see the inside of the mouth is a very realistic type of a coloration, almost like a flesh tone as opposed to a pink, but it does look very good. You can even see it here with the skin flap here on the inside of the mouth. Beautiful looking as far as that goes. The lower jaw does look a lot better on this side, but it's still a little sloppy. As you can see on the upper part of the neck, it kind of starts to have some spikes forming here, and just kind of runs down the length of the neck. It's a very dark green, a little bit darker than you see on the rest of the body. It does also have kind of a green splotchiness as far as the paint goes, and it's got some kind of reddish spots here and there, which I'm not too big of a fan of the red spots, but I think it looks okay. The green paint itself does look quite nice. It looks fairly natural. You can see some nice sculpt work and beautiful skin texture here in the neck, and kind of get an idea of the skin folding as the dinosaur has its head turned to the left. You can even see some hanging skin in the throat and some skin folding here in the neck and the lower part. Really nicely done. You can also pick up on the fact that there is a wash included to help bring out the detail and make all the areas that have nice cracks and crevices really look very realistic, and that's a definite plus for this figure. As you move back into the shoulder blade, you can see the shoulder blade is very nicely elaborated. Very nice skin texture in the stomach area. It looks very real to me. I really like the skin hanging, especially right here back by the leg. I think it all just looks so very real, very beautifully done. You can really get an idea of the way the skin is reacting here with the arm pushing back into the body. Really beautiful looking there as well. Nicely sculpted hands. The nails look to be painted very nicely. No real sloppiness, maybe a very slight bit, but it doesn't look bad. Nice wrinkling here of the skin in the stomach region. Beautiful skin texture as well. You can really see the nice scaling right here in the upper part of the thigh. And the hip bone is fairly nicely elaborated as well. Beautiful wrinkling here of the skin as the leg is pushing up into the body. Beautiful, very defined musculature of the thigh. Nicely sculpted knees. As we move down, you can really see some nice scaling going on here in the thigh, and the thigh muscles look really nice as well. Beautiful sculpted foot. I really love the way the foot looks. and the entire area leading down from the ankle into the foot looks very nice, very bird-like, and beautifully done. I really like the nails as well. They are very nicely painted, no sloppiness or anything. Even the dew claw is beautifully painted. The leg here overall has a very defined musculature to it and really looks quite nice. Nice skin texture again on the tail as we run out the length of the tail. You can pick up on that dark wash here and there. You can actually see the cloaca actually before I move any further right there. So very nice realism added to this figure. And then again, the tail has a nice curve to it. Beautiful looking curve, honestly. And then looking at this side, you can definitely see the skin kind of stretching here in the neck region as the dinosaur is turning its head to the left. They've done a very good job of portraying the movement throughout the sculpt of the dinosaur. And as you look at the neck, you can actually almost kind of see the muscles of the neck that appear to be flexing with the way the dinosaur has its head turned. I really like that. That's very cool attention to detail that you don't see done very often. Beautiful touch on the part of Favorite Company, and then you move down, you can really see the nice musculature here of the chest muscles. Beautiful sculpted arm on this side as well. I really like the wrinkling there in the joint where the arm is bent. Nicely painted nails on this side as well, and a beautifully sculpted hand. Again, the very nice skin texture here and the beautiful scale work all throughout the stomach and the upper part of the back looks really nice. Skin reacting here to the leg being pulled, it's stretching the skin. That's really nice looking right there. And you can really see it actually, just the whole stomach region here. You can just really see how it's reacting to the leg stretching back. That's real nice attention to detail on the part of Favorite Company. And nice hip bone elaborated from the skin there a little bit. You can't really take notice to the muscles being quite so defined on this side, which is a plus compared to over here. You can really see just how strongly those muscles are flexing as the dinosaur is putting its weight down on its foot. But over here, this foot is about to lift up off the ground, so you don't see them quite so defined. That is a very beautiful touch of realism and something that you don't really think to notice unless you're really looking out for it on the part of Favorite Company here. That's really nice attention to detail. And then as you run out the length of the tail, again, it looks just like it did on the other side. Very nicely sculpted, beautiful skin texture the whole way out, and it overall has a wonderful looking curve and a very majestic look to this dinosaur figure. Then it does come with a base, and you can see it's just kind of a rocky area. Not really too much to it other than some very nice sculpt work of the rocks. It's all one solid color. There's no color difference or color tones or anything, but it does look really nice. It is sculpted quite beautifully, and overall is a great addition to this set. As far as applying your dinosaur to the base, you can see there is an opening here on the rear leg, and you can see that there is a peg right there. So you'll go ahead, put the peg there, line it up with that little hole in the foot, and there you go. It stands absolutely perfectly. There is not even a remote problem as far as balance goes. It honestly is perfect and just looks beyond words beautiful. As far as the size goes on our Neovenator, from the head to the tail, you were looking at about 9 inches or 23 centimeters in length, and for a height, about 3 3/4 inches or about 9.5 centimeters. For a size comparison, there is the Papo T-Rex, Mr. Green Papo T-Rex as he's been named, and you can see that the Neovenator is a good bit smaller than our Rex, but at the same time it kind of shows you that it is a very good size, more like a medium-sized figure. Honestly, I think it's a great size for the species that it is, and overall it just absolutely looks fantastic. So this is a 100% beautiful figure in my opinion. I think the paint job maybe could have been a little bit better, maybe something a little more realistic, as I'm not a big fan of this very bright green that they've used, but at the same time it is still a very appealing looking figure, and even if the paint isn't my #1 choice for what I would pick for this, it does still look fairly natural on it, and it looks nicely applied. It doesn't look like paint, it is beautifully put on there, so it does look like skin color, which is a plus. Again, it's just not the most appealing look. I'm not a big fan of those reddish spots all over the place either, but at the same time, it is still a pretty nice looking paint job. It's just not my first choice that I would have gone with. As far as the sculpt, I think the sculpt is just fantastic. There is so much incredible detail and sculpt just crammed into this fairly small figure that it's just mind-blowing how beautiful looking this is. I love the wash that they've included, and I really think that they've done a great job of really showing the skin reacting in all the different areas and really making the skin look very real and legit. I love that about these favorite company figures, just how realistic looking the sculpts look. The inside of the mouth does have that little bit of sloppiness on the teeth, which is a downside, but other than that, I don't really think there's any sloppiness anywhere else on the figure, and I think overall, it is a very beautiful looking figure, a very nice, very relaxed, but at the same time quite majestic type of a pose that it is in, as it's just strolling along, just kind of maybe looking for some prey or something to chomp its teeth down into. And without question, it is a very, very nice looking figure of a species that's fairly obscure that we just really don't get figures of normally. I wish that favorite company would kind of start releasing their figures similar to like Papo and Collecting and everything, where they'll just release a whole bunch for a good price every single year. I would love that, but instead they're so weird with the way they release their figures, and some years we get cheaper figures like the Spinosaurus and the Archaeopteryx, but then some years we get this one like the Baryonyx and this Neovenator, which it's much more expensive and limited edition, but they don't release too many figures it seems every year. I don't know, they're just so hit or miss. It's kind of weird the way that they distribute their figures and release them, but at the same time they are really beautiful looking figures and definitely worth seeking out if you are interested. I will link you in the description, probably on eBay, to anywhere I can find that is selling them. They are fairly expensive, unfortunately, and they should be a good bit cheaper than they are. But if you do want it, you'll just probably have to pay that little bit of an extra price to get it. It's definitely worth it in my opinion, because I do not at all regret my purchase. I think it is an absolute beauty of a figure. So check the description, go buy yourself one of these amazing favorite company Neovenators if you are interested, and please like, comment, and subscribe, and actually don't forget to hit that little bell down there to be notified of any future videos I have, and I will see you in the next review. Thanks for watching.